Wonder Woman. I don't even remember what it's called. 1984? Wonder Woman 284?
Don't act like you don't know things that you do know. You love comic book stuff. You love
I'm more of a bat
empowered
fag
women.
than a Wonder Woman wiener. So, okay, here we go. Remember, guys, we guys have one. So if you want to watch this with us, because we're gonna just go comment through the movie as we watch it.
2 hours 30 minutes.
What do you think it was gonna be?
This
dude?
is gonna go into like 2 a.m.
Well, okay, well, it's like old days, dude.
Oh man, 2.5 hours is too much for this movie.
Dude, it's gonna feel like it too.
How long was Iron Man 2?
It's gonna feel like it too, dude.
Iron Man 2 was like 100 minutes.
This is gonna feel like 3 hours. I'm not even kidding,
What
dude.
are we doing?
Okay, so we start right on young. It's funny how we watch Space Jam where it starts with young LeBron. Now we're starting with young Diana.
Well, straight away, this seems like it belongs in the first movie.
Right, it probably does actually because we've already met this character.
Also, is she supposed to be on Earth?
She's in Themaria.
Right.
Skimaria.
It's not supposed to look exactly like Earth, then.
Well, it's a part of Earth. It's still on Earth.
It is, okay.
Yeah,
fine.
it's on Earth. A Patty Jenkins
Is
film.
that supposed to be a sign of quality, or
What?
Patty Jenkins film?
Well, they thought at first, before they released it, so that it would be. Because she did a good job with the first one,
I heard
dude.
she did a good job with the first one.
You didn't see the first one?
I don't
That's
think
hilarious.
I have,
That's
actually.
hilarious. Pedro Pascal, we all know he's on the right side. This opening scene I love because it's honestly like the best scene of the movie, but it's also points out just how ridiculous the movie is from the get. And none of this makes sense.
What, did she just found a better way of doing it?
Who the hell knows it? Because none of us have a clue how this is supposed to go
Surely
down.
it's a rule that she has to climb the
Well,
rope.
we as a viewer have no idea how this is supposed to go down. So her jumping
What is
on this
going
thing.
on?
She's doing the Mad Max shit.
Oh, I see. It's going to come all the way around.
I'm not even sure what she just did there.
So what? Well, some of the other contestants did it. Why would any of them bother with the rope?
Exactly. Why would you choose different ways of getting up there? There's no advantage of getting up there anyway. So now she's like jumping on these bars.
Oh, look at the other contestants. They're pathetic. They're not even trying. You see them all moving through the bars. They're not even trying to be quick.
Well, it's more because those actors didn't practice, and Patty didn't care because they're perfect just the way they
It's
are.
all about the spectacle. It should be crushed there. I mean,
So once again, this young girl is already
outwits them all. Yeah.
Just
well,
like
this is Wonder Woman.
right, but at the same time, I just feel like wouldn't there even be comments? Wouldn't someone have said something like, "Yo, there's no way you're gonna win this first time on your battle"? Like,
Is that the objective?
yeah, right. Once again, we have no idea what you're supposed to do. Right.
I mean, to be honest, I thought she was meant to make it through that circle.
Right, but believe it or not, we're just beginning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we thought it was all going to take place at the Coliseum, but no. And I'd be pissed if it was one of these chicks.
Right.
Because something just doesn't feel right here.
Yeah, one of them would just shoot an arrow at her. It's like, yeah, that's that. I mean, so what? Cool.
She didn't see that coming. She's clearly not made to be a warrior.
So is that a warrior?
Yeah.
If she can't even see that?
I just don't know what's on. So, what are the stakes here, though?
Yeah,
also, by
what's the
way?
challenge? They're just horse riding.
But
This
also,
isn't
what's at stake? Oh, there you go.
too cocky.
That's always their flaw, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, that's what you've noticed, right? She's too cocky. I guess that must be her flaw, right?
Well, no, I'm sure she's going to have no flaws.
But I'm just saying, like that's what's caused. So maybe, like I said, the only reason we should see this scene, right, where she's a child, is to learn something new about her that we didn't know.
That
from the
drain
first
looks
film.
like it's fucking in Griffith Park. Isn't it supposed to be a fucking majestical world? What is that, a shit sewer?
They had aqueducts. That's the septic system that she's sliding down.
She's still way behind. She needs her horse.
Right. And also, she's missing check marks.
Yeah, you can't just miss checkpoints.
Right, exactly. She's done. She's out of this game.
She straight up slid through a drain.
But also realize that, like, it's okay if she loses. She's 9. Like, I would not expect the kid to win their first time.
This is kind of like the lesson we learned with Lola Bunny. You know, you don't necessarily have to hit the final bell at the end. It's all about showing heart.
I don't even remember what that has to do with Lola Bunny, but okay.
Right.
Did
we just watch these trials in Space Jam?
Yeah, no, it's kind of the same point. Notice someone's walking towards her. You are a cheater.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
But at the same time, it's just like, okay, cool, fine. So she tried to cheat. So is that her flaw? She cheats?
Yeah, that is a flaw.
That's a flaw, but is that her flaw?
Wonder Woman's flaw?
Let's listen to what Robin Wright has to tell about.
Well,
You cheated, Diana. That is the truth. That is the only truth, and truth is all there is.
But I would have won if you didn't.
But you didn't. You cannot be the winner because you are not ready to win.
yeah, no,
And there
this is
no
about
shame
right.
in that. No true hero is born from lies.
No true hero is born from lies, okay?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So she's going to have to learn to stop lying, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's why she has the lasso of truth.
Okay. I'm just saying, if we're going to use that, I still don't think that's a very good start to a movie.
Oh god,
But-
I hope that she wins the final battle by lying to the
That'd be
lion
amazing.
woman.
It's just like Space Jam, where like it's the exact opposite of what they think
The
the
people
premise
that
is gonna
made
be.
it don't even understand the lessons of the film.
Dude, it's worse than that. It never comes back up. It's never going to
oh
come
great,
back
it's
up.
just completely
Well,
irrelevant.
she's gonna accuse the enemy of lying. She's gonna accuse the bad guy of lying, and that he needs to tell the
okay.
truth. But that's not her learning her lesson. That's her taking bullshit that was told to her as a kid.
Regurgitating.
Right. That's just her using this memory as like some sort of like lesson to teach another person.
Yeah. Well, that's that's what all people's
Don't
kind of
defend
morals
this bullshit
and...
right now, dude. This is so this doesn't make any sense. She was a kid. Why was she involved in this competition? Also, like why
Well, she
why
was
is
given
it
a
that big a deal?
chance and she cheated and her
What were
mom
the
was
stakes?
disappointed.
What was all? What, did she not get
The
to
stakes was if you win and you prove that you're really, really good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
no, that was a really silly flashback for something that, like, okay, so now we're just after all that shit in the first movie. You remember that first movie, right? Okay, so now we've warped to the 80s.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's a bad setup.
That whole scene definitely should have been the beginning of the first movie.
Oh man. So yeah, it's by the way, let's so you know, it's all downhill from here.
I mean, it's grabbing my attention. There she is. She's here, saving lives. Notice it's annoying men. It's always men that are the
Okay.
entitled bigots putting lives at risk.
Good morning. Don't even think about it.
Who's he talking to?
He's talking to that guy who he's cut to reveal.
No, but like, was that security? And why would security just be like get down? Like, so your fucking job to prevent this. You pull your gun out and go, no, you don't even think about it.
Draw.
Seriously. If you're a security guard and you get on your knees when someone says that, what the
Well,
fuck
he-
are you
he just-
doing?
he just won't get hired again.
You'd be like, oh no, this is my time to shine. This is what I live for.
No, but a lot of them think they're doing a job that like they'll never be
Especially a
needed.
couple of goofballs like this. You think Lamar would get on his knees for that
We don't
guy?
need to bring our friends into this.
I'm just saying, Lamar would be like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, he'd be shot. He'd be shot.
Nah, he'd have his own gun ready to go.
I don't think I've ever seen. Do you think Lamar's ever fired? I guess he has. He's worked.
He's worked security.
Yeah, he was in the military. I do love that his boss is like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
Dude, we don't do that.
This was literally pointless. I don't even know what brought him to this point.
Right? I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish.
This is completely
by
unjustified.
just scaring the crap out of her. Even he's like, "Why do you want to drop her?"
I don't understand what the objective was. There's no escaping that.
Well, the objectives don't matter, sweetie.
Oh, terrible, terrible physics and CGI and everything right there.
Right, but they already saw you fly in, so
Yeah, what are you hiding?
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, everything's been seen.
But remember, they have to cover up the fact that she's been, because back in the Justice League in the Batman vs Superman, it said she hasn't been seen since the Civil War.
But those cameras just saw her.
Right, exactly. I know they don't know what they're doing here, dude. Well, of course, we got to have the female empowerment moment. She doesn't use guns.
I mean, there's something very sexy about her and the way she does it. Like,
She just, I know you're watching that whip.
I want her to do that to my balls.
This guy has worked his ass off to go pick up a fucking flower for her, and she's just gonna
Who is this?
just some rando.
Just some stalker.
Maybe it's not him, maybe it's somebody else. I remember somebody does approach her, and she's like, nah.
The waiter. I'm not interested. Thank you. Oh God! As if a woman that beautiful is ever eating alone.
I was about to say it's really hard to buy Gal Gadot.
Eating alone.
Even acting like a woman who's having a hard time finding someone.
I know.
It's just like, I'm sorry, I just don't even believe it. I don't care if you're a god.
Also, I eat alone all the time. They don't fucking obnoxiously pick everything up right in front of you and just bang it in your face about how alone you are.
Well, he does, because she's a shitty tipper. And she comes there all the time.
Yeah. So the quirky girlfriend becomes the main villain.
Yes. But once again, this is already a chick that I think guys would be, like, into.
No, she's a mess.
Oh, yeah. Okay, did you notice that she just opened that and let it
Yeah,
go?
she literally opened that herself.
Literally looking for attention.
Well, so is that intentional? Is that
At first I thought it was just like
purpose?
very bad direction, but now I look back at it, I wonder if maybe it was supposed to be like she wishes people would notice her,
Right,
and they
okay.
don't. But
maybe
that's the thing,
maybe it's a bit clever.
But see, that's the thing. It's not. You can't tell, and it's it's bad filmmaking.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, in The Prestige, it's genius. If you can't tell that wax figures in the tanks.
That's a good point. But either way, I hate that moment.
Yeah.
Because it just really makes it seem like... Because here's the thing. It's fine if they want to play her off as a manipulative bitch from the get-go, but I think they were trying to play her off as somebody who's just hopelessly unnoticed by people.
See, I was about to be like, I like how she noticed her leopard print shoes, but then she just announced it to the camera and went... Rah! You know what I mean? I was like, oh, she's going to become a cat villain, so that's cool that she likes the leopard print shoes. But again, they just smack you in the face with it.
Hi, Caroline. It's me. I'm Barbara.
Okay, so just so you know, it's 1984, and we are now surrounded by 3 working women. That's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so what are they even talking about right now? Like,
You just seem like you care about
it really does seem like she just keeps around the uglier, geekier friend
Right.
to feel more beautiful. Like, she
Right.
just stands there
Right.
with the wind
Right.
blowing her hair back, with her shirt unbuttoned, sipping on wine, while her friend has to drink her wine out of a fucking pint glass.
Yeah. I wish they had made that more obvious and made that.
That
more,
is
like,
pretty obvious.
No,
It's-
but I wish it made it was like it was actually
Right
Diana.
in your face.
My point is, I wish it made it Diana's intention. I wish Diana had an actual flaw in this film, where she's
Yeah.
actually doing something kind of.
But that would be a
malicious
pretty
and conniving.
goofy one.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be real.
Yeah.
She just like she realizes she's just like every other human woman, where she's just like, I use people too.
It really is like a Kardashian sat across from Amy Schumer.
Have a little bit of trouble walking in those heels, huh?
It's okay, I wear these heels all the time.
Come on, let me walk you home.
I'm not going home.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Well, it's always got to be a white guy, right? Every piece of shit in this movie.
Also, didn't you want to be noticed so badly? Like this guy noticed her.
Yeah. Help what? What happened? What the hell happened?
She obviously kicked him.
But what, like, why did Kristen Wiig act like something knocked her out?
You know how women are.
Oh, save me! Save me, Chad!
She thought she was falling in the hands of,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a strong
I get it.
man. But
Yeah.
then she woke up and saw Diana and she was like, whoa, you've got really big palms.
Yeah.
Go home. Yeah. Good night.
And I'm just gonna leave you here in the dark to find the next creepy
No, that's
pervert.
what I never understood that.
Why don't you just swoop her up and fly her home?
I do know what I'd wish for. To be like Diana.
Turns out Diana is the name of the fossilized cat in the lab. And that's what the genie thought she meant. What?
I know, dude.
What is she gonna say? Oh, I thought there was like another line here that she was gonna say.
Well, she's just realizing it's pointless because she'll always be a Becky.
This is how she sleeps, full makeup, just trying to look perfect all the time, just looking angelic.
That's how a god sleeps.
Perfect
A god
hair.
She doesn't even wear makeup, dude. She just looks like that naturally.
And that's how Becky sleeps, just studying all night, crooked glasses, fucked up hair. Has it done it? Did The Rock do its magic overnight?
We're gonna
That's
find
it.
out. We're gonna find
That
out.
was it. That was her sleeping with the spider bite scene.
Sleeping with this.
She's gonna realize she doesn't need the glasses.
It would be hilarious if her breasts were like 12 times bigger.
She takes her glasses off and sees she's got a 6-pack abs. That's what's gonna happen.
I am wondering what's going on.
Or she's
here.
about to pee like a cat. She's about to get in a sandbox and take a pee and bury it.
Oh, there you go. There's some cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. That's like him catching the food on the lunch tray.
Yes. And that's her Mary Jane, the janitor.
The oil guy, I'll take it.
Mr. Lord.
Yeah, I really don't like Pedro Pascal, man.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. There's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah?
I don't know if it's political or... Explain it to you someday.
No, but I will say this character is just so boring to me. And anyone saying that like it's such a great like
Trump surrogate.
yeah, it's just like I've never seen Trump like that. He's never been like charismatic in that way where he's like seducing people and like a fun guy to be around. He's intimidating.
Thumbs up, that thumb up right there. I guarantee you Pedro Pascal is adding his own little Trumpisms to
100%,
this
dude.
and thinking he's like totally bold.
Right, and
winning
Patty
it.
was just going like, that is exactly him.
Yeah, that little thumbs up right there was all I needed to see.
Give it a look, if you like.
Is he just trying to get the wish rock?
Yeah, of course. And it's so obvious, but she doesn't even notice it because she's drunk on the Chad dick.
Yeah. That does seem... How does he get out of that now? Does he just stop kissing her and then just start walking backwards?
Yes.
Well, I need to see the rest of
I
that.
assume that's what he does.
I want to see the rest of that fucking
And
stone
she's so
stealing.
dizzy from the Chad tongue. She doesn't even know.
Did he knock her out with it?
That'd be even better if he did that, but he doesn't because they become friends.
Look at the cut on that dress.
I know you can't help it, can you, man? That is actually. I'll be honest. That is a bit.
It's
I don't
stupidly
even
high.
think that was appropriate in the '80s. It's funny how I remember watching this the first time, but I never noticed that dress until you pointed it out.
I just don't get that, like, she's walking around with a different body and looking a different guy in the eyes. But she's so convinced it's Chris Pine that
Dude, women don't care what you look like. They only care about your person inside. It doesn't matter if you're short, tall, fat, or thin. They are always looking inward.
that Chris Pine is this good looking. It's his personality.
Right, and that's what they're proving is that he's got a Chris Pine personality.
Oh, God.
So that's what she sees.
I just wish there was some explanation. Like,
The explanation is she wished him back.
I know, but
Oh, his apartment. He takes her to. That's right. She takes her to the apartment.
of the
guy
yeah. Well,
whose
this
life
is his
he
apartment, right?
inhabits. Yes.
So wait, is he not wondering where he is? Was he zapped into this body overnight?
Yeah, he just woke up in the body after the plane crash.
So is he going around this apartment like he's never seen this before?
Well, no, he's been here already. He's showing her it, but he doesn't really understand it. Which just imagine that, dude. Imagine somebody inhabits your body.
How did he know where to find her?
He probably looked her up. Oh, there you go. This is the phone book is how he found her.
But I'm just gonna get past the whole aspect that she is looking at the guy we saw earlier right now.
Are you done with it, or you want to talk about it more?
No, I'm gonna try to get past that. What is going on right now with the guy that she's looking at?
Like what happened in his consciousness?
Yes.
Oh, it's gone.
It's not, he gone.
He gone, boy. He gone.
It's not. He comes back at the end of the movie, right?
Right. Right now it's gone, and it'll be back at the end of the movie.
So what is he, just in fucking purgatory?
Right. It's like it's like he's having
Okay. So that is, he's there, and Diana is just looking at a different man.
Right.
It's a good thing it's a good-looking guy. Imagine if he was walked into me.
dude. I know it was you.
Would she still put up with it?
I know. Dude, of course, they don't care what you look like. The minute you put that fucking watch in her hand and covered it over with your hand, she'd be like, "Oh my god, that's him."
See,
And then she would bend her knees to get to your level and then kiss you.
I'd like to say, man, what a dream come true, but I'm in a fucking coma while they're using my body to fulfill this shit for Chad.
You'll
That's
never know.
bullshit.
You'll just wake up in the street someday and be like, "What happened?"
Oh my god. Until I see the movie.
Oh, that happened to me. That happened to me.
That was me. These fucking rapists.
These fucking rapist women making wishes, taking over our bodies. No, oh, yeah, I just noticed the golden. This is a Trump situation. Look, notice the golden, the golden
curtains and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that earlier.
I didn't even notice that till this time. I think this is the time. Oh no, this is his office where he wishes himself like more workers.
Wishes himself more underpaid brown immigrant workers to clean his toilets.
I do not remember if the first guy who comes in is black, but I think he is.
She is full on doing Ivanka Trump, dude.
Yeah, I missed that one last time I watched that too.
You wish you had more help?
Yes, I wish I had more help with the Argentina hospital.
Hi. I'm sorry, Bob.
I knew it. Yep, I was right.
I let him borrow it.
What? Why?
Well, Danny, he just
Borrow
gave us
what?
a huge amount of
The
money.
rock.
It's not like he's a stranger or anything. Plus, he has a friend who's an expert. And I don't know,
What do you
maybe-
mean? How could you loan it to? It's not even ours to.
I thought he stole it. We saw him steal it, didn't we?
Right, exactly.
How do we go from he's manipulating her and hiding the rock behind his back to then she's explaining that going, I let him borrow it?
Right. And we're just as an audience supposed to be like, well, I guess that makes sense now.
That doesn't even connect.
I know. And look, taxes are green. This whole movie's fucking out of its mind. I thought you were stronger than that.
Yeah, what? There you go. But what, like, just it shouldn't even be like she has to put effort.
It should have been cracked off like.
Yeah, it should be
nothing.
like once he turns around, she looks back, and then she just like takes the whole thing off with her fucking pinky. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But Patty
But also,
was like,
he knows what she is.
right? No, she wasn't trying to hide it. She was just struggling, actually.
That's exact what? He knows who she is in the first one, right? Like she shows him her super strength in the first movie.
He meets her in Themyscira.
So why the?
She wasn't hiding it from him.
So she's actually struggling to rip off a lock.
Yeah.
Place upon the object held.
Oh right, I forgot.
What happened?
She acts like that's a huge thing, right?
I thought like she accidentally just wished her powers away or something.
No. Although that's funny you should say that.
Why is that gonna happen? Is that where it's going?
She's gonna start losing her powers for no reason other than she wished Chris Pine back forever ago.
Dude, she only loses her powers because that is like a formulaic thing. That it's almost like these producers think it's a law of them that in the second one they've got to lose their powers and struggle with that.
100%. I mean, yeah. I think it is actually a Spider-Man moment where she's like swinging and then she just kind of falls. I think that's what happens. Something
The
like that
lasso's light goes out like a dead bulb.
Right. Yeah. You just reminded me where that happens, what scene it is that she starts to realize she's losing her powers.
Oh, I can't wait. Does she leave her suit in a trash can?
No,
While
she
the
doesn't
New
give up the
York
role of
rain
being
pours
Wonder Woman.
down?
You think this woman would ever give up?
Well, I saw it. I saw the jet. It's invisible, but I just saw it. I know exactly where it is because it leaves a spiral in the clouds everywhere it goes.
Well, you feel like radar would still
I can aim my
catch it. You feel
missiles
like
right
radar
at
would. You feel like radar would still catch it. Like what's bizarre is like I guess the magic makes it invisible to like everyone.
It's only invisible to the human eye. That's it.
Right, but then radar would still see it.
Right.
Radar would
So
still
it's
see
not
this
even.
jet.
I can see it. I can see it perfectly. That's not even invisible.
That's not perfect, dude.
I can see that 100%. I know exactly what that is. There's a plane flying through the sky.
If you saw that from the ground, you did not know it was a jet. You would think you were just like having one of those little like wigglies in your eye, fucking with you.
you paid billions of dollars for an invisible jet, and that's what it looks like right there.
Well, back then,
you wouldn't be like, what do we do?
Well,
what?
Well, back then, the dollar was worth a lot
not
more than
paying
this
for
now.
that.
So this is probably millions, not billions. But yes.
Anything else I can get you? Coffee? Tea? Me?
Let me guess. She's gonna pound him to death next, and
No,
that's gonna
I
be just a
don't
really
want your
empowering,
dick.
great scene. Just kick him into the wall and
by the way,
splatter him like a water balloon. Why not?
I know I've listened to other episodes now, and I realize obviously I come off as quite a misogynist. But regardless, like I just don't like
please,
this kind
now's
of
not the
theme
time for
now.
backpedaling. Now we need you to really
I don't
lean
like
into
this
that, if
theme.
anything.
I don't like this theme of like because I think Kristen Wiig's character here does a great job of depicting. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Hold on. Well, this is actually part of my whole point. Actually.
Oh my
This
God,
is part
she
of
is
it.
gonna straight up murder a guy for catcalling.
Well, this is the guy that cat called her last time. This is the guy that like I think he was like trying to force himself on her last time.
Oh, okay. So wait, he's trying it again.
Well, now he's like, I'm not going to force myself on you because I know your friend might be hanging out in the corner somewhere again to just knock me out. But I do want to like throw some words at you because I'm a drunk man at the end of his wits. My wife's been cheating on me for the last 5 weeks. I'm going to lose custody of my children. I got left off my job. So the only thing I have right now is to just catcall you and make myself feel like I've got a
Yeah, no,
modicum
this is the
of
guy.
strength.
She's about to beat this guy to death.
Yeah. So he thinks he's going to get her, but now I've got the upper hand.
You think this is justified? This violence?
Did I
this
say that? Did I ever say
retaliation?
that? Did I ever say that? I was about to make a point about how it's not. So no.
I'm just asking.
Oh no, I think women should get used to this. In fact, they should teach a class on how to throw a man into a truck hard enough to bend the truck but not break his back.
No, his back's broken.
Well, he's getting up. I mean, that's a man who's okay. That would have caved in your sternum, broken sternum now.
I think I get it now. This body weight does.
I mean, she is the villain, so I guess it's not like the movie is saying this is
But
justified.
she starts off as a girl who just wants to be noticed and wants to be loved.
No, I know, but they're saying that this is, if you want to do this to a guy for catcalling you, then there's a darkness in you, and you're probably going to end up becoming like a evil panther woman.
I don't know. It feels like a cop out though. Oof. Dead. That guy's dead. If he
Yeah, well,
did that,
she
he's dead.
kicked all his teeth out. It's over. It never began.
He's really, in that moment, you can tell he's really learning his lesson. He's like, I really got to stop doing this. I got to turn myself around. I love how this is what changes her attitude, though. The friendly colored homeless man made her feel like she was a bad person. This isn't the cat I know.
Like I
Cat,
said,
what are you
dude.
doing to this nice white man? What are you guys doing to this nice white guy? There's a wall, and that's
Why is there a
apparently
car
another,
on
like,
top of the wall?
because the wall appeared out of nowhere. So it just grew from the ground, and I guess a car was sitting there. At the
Wait.
time, and that also helps keep.
So Pedro Pascal is going around giving people walls.
Yeah, just walls. He's a wall man.
And you
I'm a
didn't,
wall man.
but you didn't
My
see
father was
that.
a wall man, and I'm a wall man.
You
I'm here
didn't
to
see
sell you
that
a
as
wall.
like clearly a Trump impersonation.
Totally did not. Totally didn't.
How?
Because I just don't see people as one thing. I see them as
Well,
complicated.
no. But what about when he's in the shiny gold office with his shiny blonde hair?
I've never been in Trump's office.
No, you. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Well, that car should stop moving immediately.
Right.
It should be done. The engine's fried.
Right. That's it. It's
Chris
gone at
Pratt
that
is
point.
riddled with bullets.
Right.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
That
Look at
looks
that.
horrible. Why is she turning her head all goofy?
Even just the way the ground's moving behind her, she's clearly not running
Right.
on the ground. Like it's clearly a green screen.
Oh, the brakes still work. Why do we need to hear that? Just so you know, she didn't kill those guys. Just so you know, by ripping off the steering wheel,
She had every
they can
opportunity
still
to
live. They
save
just have to push the
themselves.
brakes. So he's dead.
Oh yeah.
He's dead. Oh my
Fast enough to see the
So
bullet.
okay, so the lasso moves
at
at the speed of a bullet. I've never. We see the lasso move. It doesn't move at the speed of a bullet like that.
It can if you whip it right.
Is this hard? Why is that hard? We just saw her fucking pushing a truck sideways
Like I said,
against the tire's traction, and she was just pushing it like 60 miles an hour.
Like I said, there's no.
Her thighs are
there's
probably
no
the
logic.
strongest muscles in her. She
There's
doesn't
a
do
lot
squats
of-
in the
There's
morning.
a lot of broken physics here.
Or does she just kick it away? What is she doing? Why would she take that?
Right, she was about to get smacked. Why didn't she? Because Chris Pine
Oh,
can't
what
do
the
that.
hell? Oh my god. Well, does he just need to have his moment, or what?
Yeah, they gotta give Chris Evans his moment.
That was... Why didn't she kick the truck away? What a weird time to give up. Oh, let's... Okay. What was the... Hold on, what? What? What was even the communication there?
He was like, you want me to shoot this rocket? And they were like, yeah.
Well, it looked like Chris Pratt was shooting the rockets at the kids. And she was just supposed to know, oh, I'm going to ride the rocket.
Look,
She's
grip,
not even
we
good
lost
at
the grip.
this.
Because, and this is what's
She's not
revealed
even
later.
a good
but it makes
superhero.
no
Why are they
sense.
swerving
She's
around her? They would be trying to
slowly
run her
losing
over.
powers.
They were just trying to... Was she not just trying to kill all them? They'd have ran her over. And the kids
I
are
know,
dead. The
I
kids
know.
smacked into
Well, that's
the
Chris
cement.
Pine's car. That's Chris Pine's car, so.
Why would she lose her grip?
Because what was revealed later is, in a moment or two, is she's slowly losing her power.
This is the
when
part you were
make a
talking about, where
wish,
she loses her powers.
She's starting to lose them, yes.
What's he? He's like selling. He's made a set up like a tourist booth. He's like, come see the incredible wall that popped up out of nowhere. He's got all of his tourist items ready to go.
I do wonder what that says.
They should do
That
more of
little
that. I'd
fucking-
like to see more of that. More on the ground. How have regular people reacted to this wall?
Right, more grounded shit.
On one side, are they happy about it? Are they like, oh, thank God, I fucking hate all those freaks on South Central. Thank God they can't come over here dealing that coke anymore.
It might be, yeah, they might all be better off. I think there's a subtle nod in the movie that like the people who are on the wrong side of the wall don't have access to water now, so they're all being like dehydrated.
I see. So we're even tying this into like, well, not Watergate, but whatever the fuck was the one.
Yeah, Watergate. No, Watergate.
Where they poisoned everyone's water.
Flint, Michigan.
There you go.
This is just like Flint, Michigan.
So wait. No, let's just be serious for a second. Which Chris is this?
Oh, this is Chris Nolan.
Is this? That's Chris Pine that stops the train with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, you've been saying Chris Pratt
Okay.
this whole time, and I've been.
I
and
know,
I've been,
it's
and
not,
I've been-
it's
and I-
not.
and I've been mixing them up intentionally because.
Okay,
it's just
no,
fucking
I
hilarious
really
to just
thought.
acknowledge
Okay,
they
no,
don't
Chris
have-
Pratt is Star-Lord.
Yes,
But they could be the same guy.
they all the same guy. They're all attractive white dudes with lame names.
Oh, Mr. Wokey over here. Oh, sick of all these white dudes that are all the same.
Seriously,
Ooh.
they should have brought him back in the body of a black man, and that would have made this movie that 10 times better.
My great-great-grandfather left me
This guy, I feel like they wanted to get Aziz Ansari, but they couldn't. Like, well, let's just get somebody who looks like him.
Isn't that the guy that directed Thor?
No, that's not. I love how I try to like be slightly racist, then you just make it completely racist. Be like, isn't that guy the tan guy who made Thor?
Take
3?
Away TT?
Takeaway TD. Yes, that's Takeaway TD right there.
He shows up
That
in
is
all
Take-
these movies.
There
Why would
he
that
is.
not be him?
Takeaway.
Why are
Well,
you
because he's
saying
also-
that? Like, that's all. What a
Because he
crazy
works,
thing to suggest.
Because he works well because they look very different, but also because he
in a
works
wig.
for Marvel, not
Obviously,
DC.
though, he's wearing a dreads wig.
Yeah, that does change the face entirely. If you put yourself in dreads, I would not recognize you. I never realized that. It just disappears. I must stop. I must tell him. I must tell him what they're up to.
Who disappeared?
I'm no longer on your team. The fucking Kristen Wiig.
Oh,
Kristen Wiig just
she just
disappeared.
scurried off.
Like a cat. You know the way cats do that? You know how like, you'll be in a room with a cat?
Interesting. Yeah, gotcha.
You know how like when you're in a room with a cat and like you notice the cat's there, and then you just turn your head real quick, you turn back and the cat's gone, just like
Yeah.
that. So you know the way the cats do.
Oh yeah, no, gee, how could this be Trump? Oh my God, what you were in the theater watching this, and you walked out
I
going,
was
yeah,
not
guys,
in
I
the
don't know,
theater
I don't
watching
think
this.
they, I
I
don't think he was
never
doing Trump,
watched this in the
guys.
theaters. You keep forgetting this went straight to HBO Max.
I don't
watched
think
this.
that was Trump. I don't think they were doing that, guys. I'm just not sold.
Yeah, it is funny looking at this image of me being like, I'm just not seeing it, guys. I just don't see where I would pull that from. Like Trump doesn't come off as desperate. Let me put it that way for starters. Like this guy comes off as desperate. Like he seems like he's at the end of his rope. And like Trump was literally watching the country like melt down around him.
Remember,
it would confidently say, "This is not my fault. It's everyone who came before me. I can't find a competent person to work for me.
For sure, but remember,
I'll do the best I can."
That is exactly how the people that make this movie see Trump, though. You realize that you don't think Patty Jenkins would describe Trump as desperate at the end of his rope, sweating in the middle of meetings, just scamming, lying, cheating, just doing whatever he can.
But he's also in terrible shape, and Pedro Pascal is clearly like at least
Oh no, Pedro
in, like,
Pascal
a good BMI
put on like 30 pounds for this role.
Well, it's still not enough. Donald Trump looks like a giant potato. This guy looks like he could at least still have like a shot at fighting the mountain.
He reached out to his old friend Gina Carano and he said, I need to play an alt-right piece of shit. Can I shadow you for a couple of weeks?
I know you got kicked off the TV show we were both on, but could you please hang out with me and tell me your tricks?
Does he become the president?
No, he doesn't. I thought he would be, but he doesn't. And if he did, I would. Yes, I know. If he did, and I didn't see the Trumpism, that would be fucking crazy. You're absolutely right.
When mankind enslaved the Amazons, my mother freed us. But
this is such a boring movie.
Look at all these dumb men, dumb armies of men that think they can just beat you with power.
Now, also, here's something that's kind of crazy, by the way, though. So she's talking about this armor, right? And it's holding off, right? Like it's doing a very good job staying together and holding off, like an army of men. That was an army of men just attacking that armor. Watch how quickly the armor gets disintegrated.
And looking sexy.
No. But watch how quickly the armor gets disintegrated when she fights Kristen Wiig.
Why do gods from thousands of years ago put on eyeliner?
Well, because being sexy is timeless, dude. Look at the
Do they
Egyptians.
apply eyeshadow in the mirror in the morning?
The Egyptians painted themselves with eyeshadow on.
She had bright, glittery blue paint on her upper eyelids. Why would a god do that in the year 1000
see it.
BC?
You can't see it in the flashback, but she's guarding a limited 2.
There has to be another way in.
No nukes.
What was going on down there? Is that the Proud Boys or what? Trump's here for the White House, and he's brought his Proud Boys with him. My army's pulling into the lower tunnel right now, so you can either call back those riot police, or we can do this the easy way.
This
What's
is
going on
glimpse
here?
of, like,
What's
how
all
much,
this?
This is how the whole world's going chaotic because of all these wishes.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, apparently, a police officer had his knee on a black man's neck for a little too long, and things just got way out of hand from there.
Seriously, what happened? Did he wish for something that the society didn't like?
No, it's once again, it's just one of those stupid arguments about like it's shorthand for like, because of this guy's power and all the wishes he's granting, it's causing chaos around the world.
So everyone's
That's all it is.
Okay. So what happened to these individual people?
It's like a butterfly trickle down effect. Like all these different wishes that are being granted are creating tremendous amounts of inequality and insanity amongst the population.
Okay.
I don't care.
No, the love story is such shit, and Gal Gadot's not even acting it out that well. Honestly, I feel like she probably tells her girlfriends that she doesn't like Chris Pine. She's probably like, he's so bland.
Chris Evans.
He's so boring. He's just like vanilla. I don't need that. I need some exotic. I need something crazy.
What does she want? Wakanda? Like she wants, what's his name? Black Panther?
John David Washington.
That was not Black Panther, you mother.
Is this the part where she lassos onto lightning?
Yes.
Is there any kind of explanation for why that works?
You're getting it right now. He's giving her a voiceover.
This is the soundtrack from Sunshine, by the way.
Is it?
That's the dude. This is like, everyone loves this soundtrack. Everyone puts this in their fucking independent movie.
Really?
And it's the end of Sunshine. It's a great fucking song, but like, to put it in a movie of this scale, that is so cheap. She should have her own theme song for this. And this is, I can't believe they're playing it this long. This is so hack. She should have original score here. This is crazy.
Also, is she flying or is she falling with style? I can't tell.
They're a bitch, aren't they?
Yeah, no, that's Trump to me. That's how I see him. Just a
that is him in his private jet,
sweaty
with Malaya.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, after a long 3-hour fucking rally, he just goes to his plane and starts cackling like Dr. Jekyll. See, I love this. He's granted her another wish, and the wish is to be more cat-like, I guess. But why would you want to be any more cat-like than you are? Why does she want to be a cat? Like, I want to still be a human being. Why does she wish I want to be an apex predator?
Why wouldn't? That's exactly what you'd wish for. But also, if you said apex predator, well, the apex predator is a human, so she would stay human.
Well, cats are apex predators too, I think.
When she asks, the way that she becomes a cat is all she says is apex predator. She doesn't say cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, humans. Humans are the apex predator.
Right. That'd be a hilarious way for him to get away with just giving her nothing, but still taking stuff from her.
You're already the apex predator, yeah.
And somehow, I guess she can tell that there's a bunch of wishes being made because it's getting more and more lightning around.
She sees lightning and she's just like, "Oh, I'll lasso." She doesn't even need to because she was flying.
Yeah, this is fucking bizarre.
What the hell? And then she just puts it back on her hip. What was the point of that? That was just for a trailer shot. That was weird. Oh my god. No, yeah, no, I don't know,
okay,
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't see it. I don't see it at all, honestly. You turned me. I was a fool.
But this is not how Trump got where he is.
I was a total fool for thinking.
Are you saying that Patty Jenkins' argument is that he's not even a real president? He's just
oh wow, yeah. Could I? Oh
by
gee.
standing in front of the sign that says White House?
Or any other female Hollywood director think Trump's not a real president? Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what they think.
That's so weird, though. He won the election, though. It was a fair election.
Dude. Russia handed it to him on a silver platter. He stole it. He cheated. He scammed. He
doesn't have an Asian son. His son's a legitimate heir to his name.
Nope. All of his sons were actually born by Chad, and he's been completely cucked.
There's the mother. That's the mother. There you go. There's the mother right there. So now you're seeing everybody make like stupid wishes as they see this movie, this TV announcement, and they're all coming true.
Telling people to go back where they came from. Why is she saying it to another white guy though? Oh, she's saying it to a ginger.
He's an Irish
she's saying,
guy.
Go back to Ireland, you ginger fuck.
Yes.
But he didn't go back to where he came from.
The cops were already arresting another Irishman outside. He was going to go back to where he came from.
Seems kind of weird. It's like selecting whose wishes happen immediately and whose take time.
No, because saying I wish you'd go back to where you came from. He says I wish they would send you back to where you came from. So it takes time to send people back.
Right. So if he says I wish you'd drop dead, it takes time to drop dead. It takes time for a cancer to grow in the heart and slowly kill you.
No, anyone can just drop dead. Dude.
Anyone can just.
How did she end up like this? How did she end? And why was this optimal?
Yeah, there's not
Why
much
was this her
transition.
optimal outcome? Why was this what she wanted?
I don't think
Why would
it
she
is. That's the point.
choose to be this?
What it took away from her was her beauty.
Your humanity is what Gal Gadot says. She says you've lost your humanity.
Oh man, I bet that hurts. She's ripping that armor.
Right, and
so
that's my point. And that's my point. Remember, there was a scene we saw where this armor was holding off an army of men, and now this Catwoman is slicing through it like butter.
Right.
And of course, now she's just going to trash it anyway.
What the hell? Well, she's going to come back at you with those claws and rip you to shreds now.
She doesn't need them anymore. She's
Why
got
does
her
she
power
have to
back.
look all fabulous? That's ridiculous. Oh, look at my feminine power, the way I step forward and sway my hips, like I'm on a fashion runway. Look at this leg interlocking thing. Imagine if, like, Spider-Man and Green Goblin interlocked legs like that. Wouldn't it look a little weird?
That's beautiful.
Oh my god. This
Look
is
how
so
raw that
weird,
looks. That's
dude.
raw. That's
It's
raw
not
right there.
like... This isn't like an action scene. It's just like women dancing with each other and trying to be sexy the whole time.
Well, maybe that's what makes women better fighters than men, is they make it also a beautiful thing to watch.
Cats hate the water. She's just trying to get out of the water right now, and she's just free. Ah, that's her weakness, is water. As a cat.
Right.
This is your final fight?
Yeah. I'm so sorry, but I'm about to electrocute you alive.
But why
did she get electrocuted? Why did she?
She's in the electrocuted water as well.
That makes no sense.
Just
Patty,
because
what
she's a
were
god?
you doing? Patty, what were you doing? You're like you know what I'm saying? Like, people gave her so much credit for the first one, thinking like, okay, she's clearly a very, like, you know, knowledgeable director. Let's let her write the second one. And she just wasted it. Like, wasted all that goodwill. Yeah, see, I've just never seen Trump do this.
This is what Trump does, dude. This is what every fucking White House speech looked like to the press, to the people sat there.
Just a
interviewing him.
whirlwind
They
blowing
literally saw a
papers
demon up
everywhere
there.
around the White House press office.
They saw him up there summoning demonic powers and creating a whirlwind of racism. Do you even know what that device is and where it came from?
I'm assuming that this is the thing that's letting everyone see him. But now notice that she can't get her whip to catch him. Notice that's a problem. She can't get the whip to wrap around him.
Because the wind is too windy.
Right. But keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, okay? I need you to remember that, okay? In the back of your head, remember that she cannot get near him with the whip because of the wind.
She looks ridiculous. Like, she's supposed to be a superhero, but she's getting blown back by a little gust. This looks like the kind of wind that they put in those wind tunnels at theme parks where you pay $5.
Yeah.
And it's just putting her into some kind of PTSD state, cuddling up in the corner. Why does she look so weak throughout this entire movie?
But he's gone.
Who's gone?
That's the truth.
Her boyfriend.
And everything has a price.
You know, he could be alive in this time.
Not anymore.
If he was...
Yeah.
If he's from... If, say, they're from the 40s, and he was 20-something.
He'd be old as fuck.
In the 80s, he'd be 60.
Right, but he died at the end of the movie, sacrificing himself.
Oh, he sacrifices himself. Oh, you don't say.
Oh, you thought it was an old age thing where he died of old age? She was just selfish and wanted him back? No.
Well, I was gonna say, while she's hanging out with this other, you know, hot young 25-year-old that's pretending to be him, there is actually a 60-year-old version of him that's still alive that she could be hanging out with. But of course, she'd rather hang out with the Chad-like projection.
That's ludicrous.
That's still
ludicrous.
young and
Yeah,
sexy.
That she's just lying to herself that this is him. When
Yeah,
really,
this one's better.
No, look.
What happened?
Look.
I was talking to everyone else.
The lasso, like, she can use it like a snake or something?
Who knows? It's just on him now. She couldn't get it on him, and now it's on him. But we never saw her move in a way to get
So
on
she
him.
had
So
it, like,
what did she do?
sliver up there like a worm.
I don't know. They never show it to you. They never tell you.
But wait, what's the significance? So was that meant to make him tell the truth about something that he didn't mean to?
Well, apparently she's using it as a way to connect everyone and tell everybody to renounce their wish. She's been talking this whole time. He thought he was talking to her, but she was actually talking to everybody else, because somehow that fucking light tube sends a message to everybody that they need to give up their wish.
But while he was in the light tube, he must have been accidentally telling the truth because the lasso was on him, right?
Well, no, they're suggesting the lasso has made it so she was able to access the light tube. Holy shit.
No, he's accessing the light tube.
No, she says, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to all of them. And then it cuts to her talking over as everyone's listening to to the TV. The TV's just showing a big old gold glow. So that the point is she's the one talking to everyone. And everyone's like, okay, we'll take our wishes back. But he still had to take his wish back to become the stone in order for some reason to make all these nuclear weapons just disappear. See?
What the fuck?
Like that. Yeah, that's all because he's taking his wishes back.
No.
Because the logic is if he never wished to be the stone, then the bridge never gets made, the missiles never get launched.
That's still making a lot of mess. That's still like dumping dust on top of people. That's burying people alive.
It's better than having. Yeah, I know.
People are getting buried alive in there, and they're getting drowned.
Yeah.
So it's not as
but
if he never
they wanted water.
did
They were
it.
thirsty, so they're happy.
It's not as if he never did it. There's the effects.
I know,
still
dude.
There.
I know. Look, stocks are going back up. I know. What an insane, like, this is such an immature movie. This is this is what you get when you let a high schooler make a $200 million film.
Talking to myself.
Is this the guy she raped?
That's the guy who had Chris Pine's body. Yes, that's the one that Chris Pine was inside of, and I guess was inside of Gal Gadot.
Is she into him now?
Well, here's the thing you won't remember, but there's an outfit montage where she's trying out different outfits, and she dresses him one time, and it looks ridiculous, and this is the outfit that she dressed him in. He's subconsciously wearing the outfit.
So she's been hanging out with this guy really the whole time.
Yes.
So that probably did develop some attraction. The movie should end with her fucking him, honestly.
I think they were trying to suggest that's where it's headed in this movie, but. Oh, yeah, here's my question now. After everything you saw happen, right, would it make sense that Wonder Woman is forgotten about until a fucking giant monster created by Superman attacks Metropolis? Because this takes place in the Batman vs. Superman world. And remember, at the time, nobody knows who Wonder Woman even is. No one's even seen her. But after all of that, wouldn't there be some kind of awareness of superheroes and aliens and superpowers and shit like that?
I don't know. She still hasn't really been on the news, has she? She just did the action scene on the desert road.
At the very least, we wouldn't be surprised by Superman because we'd be like, well, this is kind of like that time where everybody was making wishes and like, you know, shit was like going absolutely crazy.
I don't know if people I don't know if the DC movies have suggested
you're
that
right.
people are that surprised.
I take it back. You're right. People have already forgotten the whole reason why we stayed indoors was to flatten the curve about 2 years ago. So you're right. Never mind. Actually, you're right. People forget things so quick. As far as they're concerned, nothing ever even happened.
I really don't get the fucking nostalgia for the 80s, man. It is such a over-the-top trend.
You weren't even alive during the 80s. I was born at the tail end of them. Like, they don't mean anything to us, but they do mean something to Patty Jenkins.
It's just so trendy for people to be like, ooh, 80s. Ooh, I love the 80s.
You're not going to get this.
I'm not going to get it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Or is this setting up the next villain?
No, she just saved the baby.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. That's she's one of the Amazonian Oracle woman, whatever. That's Wonder Woman's mother.
That's the original Wonder Woman from the TV show back in like the 80s.
Okay, so what are they saying? She's going to be a character in the new movie?
Well, she is. No, they already mentioned her. You weren't listening. I don't blame you because it's pointless. But she's the character that all those men were attacking in the golden outfit. That you saw her eyes. She's the one.
So she's the original Valkyrie, and now she's come to meet the new and improved Valkyrie.
Right. Sure. I don't know. I don't know what she's there for. But
She's heard about Gal Gadot's antics, and she wants to come and say, you know, you're on the right path. Keep it up.
You're doing God's work, honey. But here's what's even crazier. This movie inspired a bunch of young women to get in the film.
I don't think it does, dude. I think that this is having the opposite effect that they want it to.
Right. They see this, they immediately sign up for an OnlyFans account. Like, there's clearly no way I'm making money in Hollywood.
Right. If this is the best, we can do.
I'd rather sell pictures of my vagina and do dick ratings than do shit like this.
Right. Even OnlyFans, they don't even really take pictures of their vagina anymore. That's against the rules. Now they're literally just selling selfies.
No, they brought it back. You can sell your vagina. Let me look at Patty Jenkins and what she's been doing lately.
Well, Wonder Woman 3.
I feel bad, dude.
What is the premise of the third one?
No, they're not letting her anywhere near this again.
They are. They'll let her finish out the trilogy, otherwise it looks bad. Have they announced that like the next one's going to be in modern times?
It hasn't been. She did Monster, which I never really could get through.
Monster's a good movie. But what's the third one? Have they announced anything?
They have not announced a third one, dude. I'm telling you that they're not going to make a third one. They're
Yes,
trying
they
to revamp
are.
the entire. They're trying to revamp the entire. Oh, never mind. Wonder Woman 3. Here we go.
What year?
Oh, she's also making Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Holy shit, dude! Say goodbye. Say goodbye to everything you ever
shit.
loved. Every property you ever thought had any possibility of being like reborn and rejuvenated to its former glory. Forget it. It's never gonna happen.
You were sitting there
Holy
saying,
shit.
"No, dude, this movie's blew up so bad. Like Hollywood's done with Patty
Oh, I
Jenkins.
know,
They're not doing
I know,
Wonder
I know,
Woman 3
I know,
scrapped.
I know.
She's not doing
Meanwhile,
anything else."
Kathleen Kennedy's calling her up, like, "Hey, girl, do you want to direct X-wings? Do you know what a TIE fighter is?"